Hey everyone, my name is Sage and welcome to this video everybody. In this video, I'm going to be going over 5 of the best weapons that you can get at a really low level. A lot of people have been asking me for this because I always do videos where I talk about really good weapons that you have to wait so long to get, but I never really talk about weapons that you can get at a low level. I figured that it's probably a good idea that I do it because the majority of the players of this game are actually a low level. Most of the players are not like level 65 or anything like the rest of us are. Most of them are like a level 32 or below, so every single gun that I'll be talking about in this video I think is level 25 and below, so that's good. I think it's level 32 and below. It might be even level 20 and below, maybe. I'm not really sure, guys. So if this video does help you out, I'd very much appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel because I do post videos every single day, guys. I do want to try and post 2 videos every single day from now on, so as soon as I'm finished recording this video, I'm literally gonna go record another video, and I'm gonna have this one posted. I'm gonna have another one posted later. So just a little bit of news, some upcoming events that are happening soon. I am actually going to be doing a 24-hour stream starting tomorrow, but I won't be doing Pixel Gun 3D. I'm gonna be attempting a challenge where I do a crazy build in Minecraft for 24 whole hours, and I will be doing that on this channel starting I think at 2 p.m. or 2:10 p.m. North American Eastern Time. So that's where I am right now. So I'll be recording, or I'll be starting my stream then tomorrow. So definitely have your notifications on after you subscribe. I'd love to see you guys all come. I'm literally going to be working on one build for the whole stream. So if you guys are looking forward to that as much as I am, be sure to turn on those notifications, guys. I don't want to keep you guys here any longer, so let's go ahead and get right into the video, boys. This right here is the weapon that I'm going to be talking about first. This is called the Photon shotgun. So let me tell you a little bit about this weapon, guys. It is extremely powerful for a weapon that you can get for such a low level. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the actual statistics of this thing right now. So this right here is the Pixel Gun 3D fandom, the wiki. This has everything you need to know about anything that's in Pixel Gun 3D. So look at like this weapon, guys. So obviously it seems really good, and the weapon only costs 90 coins, so that's something that's definitely affordable for a low level player. You only need to be level 15 in order to get this weapon, guys. You guys can see right here, you only need to be level 15 in order to get this weapon, and that is crazy. It is the fire and lava themed. It has a fire rate of 82, a capacity of 8, and a mobility of 65. It says obviously some of this stuff in game, but you know, this is still really cool to look at. This is really important. It was released in 10.0.0, so a long time ago. It's a really good shotgun, and you know, you literally only have to be level 15 to get it. You can literally only be playing the game for like the first day, and you're able to get this weapon because obviously the earlier the levels that there are, you know, the faster you level up. So if you're able to get to level 15 and you have 90 coins, I would definitely recommend getting this shotgun. So let's go ahead and go back to the game, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about what this weapon is. So I just went ahead and I showed you guys the stats of this weapon, like, you know, like all the main things about it. But the weapon itself, guys, is surprisingly powerful and surprisingly useful because it can be used as a middleman weapon. If you're a really low level player and you're trying to learn 3-cat spam early on, this weapon works as a middleman weapon, which means that it doesn't have or take any animation. It doesn't give any animation to any other weapon, so you could use it as a middleman weapon if you would like to use a shotgun in your loadout. Obviously, the higher the level that you have it, the more damage it does. But when you're level 15, it does a lot of damage for level 15. It does like the same amount of damage for whatever level you're on. So if you're level 15 and it does, you know, if you're level 15 and your weapon is level 15, it'll do the same amount of damage. I guess it'll do like the same amount of damage that a level 65 of the shotgun would do to another level 65 player. It doesn't really matter what level you're on because the damage is auto-balanced within the game itself. So if you're going up against other people your level, you will use this weapon and it will be working so well. So ignore this damage efficiency bar thing here. That doesn't matter for this. But the fact that this weapon has burning is extremely useful, because the fact that you do not have to just focus on hitting that one shot at the end. For example, if you've damaged them with some other weapons already, you can literally shoot them once with this and they might die, and even if they don't, all you have to do is wait for that burning effect to take its place, and you know, it'll actually end up finishing that guy off. So it's definitely really interesting. This is one of the most powerful weapons that you can get as a low level player. Obviously it's not one of the most powerful weapons of the game later on, but for a starter player, this is definitely worth it. Okay, so the next weapon we're going to be talking about is the Exterminator. Now, don't get confused, or don't get, worried about the fact that it says level 56 there. That's just because mine is leveled up to level 56. This right here, guys, is an Exterminator. This is the backup weapon. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the detailed statistics of the weapon right now. Okay, guys, so as you guys can see right here, this is the Exterminator weapon. It's a really cool looking weapon, to say the least. It's probably one of the best looking backup weapons there is. It is the legendary category. It was released in 9.4.0, so quite a long time ago. It has a fire rate of 71, which is pretty high for a backup weapon. It has a capacity of 6. I think the more you upgrade it, the more you can actually have it up, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. A mobility of 55, so pretty slow mobility. It only costs 215 coins, and you can get it at level 8. It says right here, guys, you can unlock this weapon at level 8. It's the number 91 gallery, which means it was the 91st weapon to be added to the game. It's a really interesting weapon, guys. So obviously the fact that it has wall break, which is, I believe, what this is here. Yeah, category wall break. So this is the wall break thing right here, and this makes it so that you could shoot through walls. So if there's an enemy on the other side of the wall, you can actually shoot them with this weapon, and it'll go straight through that wall and damage them, which is really cool. You can use the scope, like it's saying here. These are a bunch of tips for the weapon, strategy for it, you know, the appearance. This fandom thing, guys, is really useful. This is called the Pixel Gun 3D fandom, and it's really useful for anything you need to know about Pixel Gun 3D. And this is definitely a good weapon, so let's go ahead and head back to the game so I can tell you guys more about it. So like I was saying, guys, this is the Exterminator, and this is definitely a weapon you should get for people who do want to do 3-cat spam in the future. If you never want to do 3-cat spam in your entire life, ever, then, you know, this is still a good weapon for you to get because of how fast it can be able to shoot, you know, and the amount of damage it does. Since it has a 71 fire rate, it might seem like that's pretty slow, but for a backup weapon that does this much damage, it's actually really good. And I'm really surprised for the fact that it has 71 fire rate. When it's like maxed out, like for instance, I started using the Thunderer, which is like the older sister, the older brother of it. This is just like a better version of that, which you can't unlock until a later level. Mine is like so good. This thing one-shots to the head, and this thing also one-shots to the head. If the person doesn't have armor on, it'll one-shot to the body as well. It's a really powerful weapon. It works really well for 3-cat spam, like really well for 3-cat spam. And it does give animation, but it doesn't take any from a weapon that is a middleman weapon, or it doesn't give one. For example, you could use this weapon and the laser crossbow together, which is another weapon you can get at a kind of a low level, but it's not as low as the sniper I'll be talking about in this video. So yeah, guys, this is definitely a really good backup weapon that you can get at a low level. Alright, guys, so the next weapon I'm going to be talking about is this one right here, which is called the Freeze Ray Rifle. It has a fire rate of 99, a capacity of 50, and a mobility of 65. I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about this weapon before we go ahead and we look at all the biggest statistics list. So this obviously, guys, is an automatic weapon. It has a really fast fire rate, 90. You know, that's only one off from having max fire rate, so that's really good. The weapon slows people down, and it is a laser, so it's basically just like an assault rifle, except it shoots a constant bullet out. It has like I said, guys, a fire rate of 99, although laser weapons look like they fire rate like they have a fire rate of 100, but it doesn't really make any difference. So let's go ahead and look at the detailed statistics. Right, so here we are, guys, looking at the Freeze Ray Rifle. It's definitely a cool looking weapon. It looks kind of like a sniper, but it is in the special category. So like I said, type special, grade not available. I'm not really sure what that means. Does it not have a grade? I don't know. We'll look at that in just a second. Released in 3.9.0. One of the earliest weapons to ever be added to the game. This is definitely not true right here. It says it costs like 100,000 coins. That's not true. It's actually it's actually really cheap to get this weapon. I think this is just a glitch in the website. You only have to be level 1 to get this weapon, which means that as soon as you start playing the game, before you do anything at all, guys, you can get enough coins to buy it. It's definitely not 100,000 coins. I don't know why it says that. That's not true at all. That's definitely interesting, guys, but this is a really cool weapon. It's not a remodel of any weapon or anything. Like I said, there's some tips here. It says aim at the head for saving ammo, faster killing, blah blah. This is definitely a really good weapon that you can get at a low level. So let's go ahead and head back to the game so I can talk a little bit more about this weapon. So guys, the freeze-ray rifle is probably one of the greatest investments you can make in a weapon at a low level, because of the fact that whenever you slow the person down with this weapon, you can just switch to a weapon that's even more powerful, such as the Exterminator, which you could easily get as well. You can switch over to that weapon and just damage them so easily, because once they're like really slowed down, they won't be able to escape, they won't be able to move very far away from your like aim of sight. So if you're like looking at them and you shoot them with this once, they'll slow down so you can kill them easier. It's definitely something that I'd recommend doing, because of the fact that nowadays there's so many weapons and things that you can do to be boosting around the map like crazy. And so for a weapon that slows you down, and for a weapon that you can literally get at level 1 and for really cheap, it's definitely worth getting, and I 100% recommend that you look into it if you do not have it already. Next, this might come as a shock for a couple people, but I'm going to be talking about the AntiHero Rifle. I know a lot of people probably did not expect me to say this weapon, because it's not a weapon that many people really think about whenever they think of weapons they can get as a low level, but believe it or not, this is a weapon that you can get at a really low level, which I will talk about in just a second. So let's go ahead and look at the main statistics of the weapon here. This is called the AntiHero Rifle, guys. It's a really cool looking weapon. It's definitely futuristic. There is an older brother of the weapon, which is called the Anti-Champion Rifle, which one-shots. This weapon right here does not one-shot. It does one-shot to the head, but it doesn't one-shot to the body, so very similar to the Exterminator, except this one is a sniper. It does take and give animation, so it can't be used with 3-cat spam unless you use a weapon that is a middleman weapon, such as the poison darts or the Ice King. This is definitely something that I never thought I would really look at again, because I did start using this weapon once I was such a low level, and then I moved up into bigger snipers, and that's what I would definitely recommend for a lot of people. If you're really low level, like around the 16 to 25 or even up to the 32 level, I would definitely recommend getting this sniper, because of the fact that it's so powerful. This weapon, despite being such a low level, acts like, right now it probably acts at like a level 32 style weapon. It does probably around the same damage. It's really overpowered until you get to like level 60, and then it starts to not be as powerful, which is when people tend to switch weapons. So let's go ahead and look at the detailed statistics of it right now. Alright guys, so here we are looking at the statistics of the weapon of the AntiHero Rifle. So this is a sniper of the legendary category. It was added in the version 10.3.0. It has a fire rate of 60, so pretty slow fire rate, a capacity of 5, and a mobility of 50. The capacity is pretty low, but if you're able to hit your shots pretty well, it wouldn't really make a difference. You could get this weapon at a level 16, which is pretty good, so you don't have to be playing the game for too long in order to actually get this weapon, which is definitely really good. It only costs 390 coins as well, which is really cheap. It's the gallery number 148, and it says theme is the superhero / kryptonite theme, which is obviously definitely the kind of vibe that it gives off. You guys can see the weapon here. It looks absolutely like a weapon that is just like a superhero type thing. So this is something that I definitely recommend getting. Obviously, guys, it is a wall break weapon. That's what most laser weapons are nowadays. But they're either laser, like a wall break, or the reflecting shot. But this one is a wall break weapon, so you can shoot people through a wall with this one as well. So a little bit of info about this weapon, guys. There's not too much else to say, but it does have a 10 times zoom, so whenever you look in, you can zoom in like way far, which is really cool. And the weapon itself does have a golden skin as well, if you want to go ahead and buy that. I think it's cheaper at a low level, although I'm not really sure, but the weapon with the gold skin looks absolutely awesome. So this is definitely a weapon I would recommend getting as well. Another weapon that I haven't really thought about in a long time, guys, this is called the Toy Bomber, and the Toy Bomber is probably one of the most underrated low-level weapons. Now, what do I mean by that? The weapon, guys, is one of those weapons that has the lopping shot, so whenever you shoot it, it does like have a bunch of like bouncing little balls that like shoot around, and they bounce around a little bit before they blow up. But if they come into contact with an enemy before the blow up time comes, it does explode on impact. So if you shoot this directly at an enemy, it completely obliterates them, guys. And at a really low level like this, whenever you're spamming this weapon, it only takes 2 bullets to kill someone. I believe before level 20, this weapon only takes 2 bullets to kill someone, and it has an 86 fire rate, which means that it can go so fast and you only need 2 bullets to kill the person. So let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics of the weapon now. So here we are, guys, looking at the Toy Bomber. That is the heavy weapon of the epic category. It was released at 10.4.0, so just one update after the AntiHero Rifle came out. It has a fire rate of 86, which is really good for this kind of weapon. A capacity of 10, so you don't have to reload for a long time. Has a mobility of 65, and it has a cost of only 75 coins. That is extremely cheap for this kind of weapon, guys. You only need to be level 4 to get it. It's the number 167, which doesn't really matter. Its attributes are, it has the fact, you know, it is a single shot, it has a lopping shot, it does reflect off of walls, which is the ricochet thing, and it is an area damage weapon. So let's go ahead and head back to the game so I can tell you a little bit more information about this. So, the toy bomber, guys. I remember before I started using 3-cat spam, when I was a really low level player, I used to, like, you know, get my accounts maxed up, and then I would just stop using those accounts, and I would just restart on new accounts because I got bored of finishing the game. So I used to beat the game, like, you know, get to max level with a bunch of weapons on multiple different, like, you know, accounts, and then just, like, you know, play a new account because I got bored. And, you know, every single time that I did that, the first weapon that I ever bought was the toy bomber on each account, and that was one of the first weapons that I bought on this account as well. Now, the reason I did that, guys, is because it works so well. You can absolutely slay anybody with this weapon, guys. It's a 2-shot kill to the head and to the body, since it is an area damage, of course. It is so cheap to get, guys, only 75 coins, and for a low level player, if you're looking for a weapon you can really rely on to get the job done, guys, this is definitely the weapon for you. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it and also subscribe to the channel, because I do post videos every single day, and I am going to be trying to post 2 videos every single day from now on. 1 Pixel Gun 3D video and 1 other game of my choice, or of your guys' choice, actually. You guys can let me know down in the comments what you guys would like to see in a future video. Stay tuned for my 24-hour stream, which will be starting tomorrow, I believe, at 2 p.m. So, yep, see you guys all then. Let me know down in the comments what you guys have to say, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys all later. Hey, do you have Discord? If so, you should definitely join the official Rebirth Discord. The link to it is down in the description. As of right now, we have nearly 2,000 members who are constantly looking for people to play with in the Pixel Gun 3D community. When you join, you can have easy communication with me and everyone else, and it's definitely a really good place to socialize. You know, there's always people who are looking for people to play with. There's always a bunch of good vibes going on, and yeah, this is definitely a good place for you if you have Discord. So, what are you waiting for, man? Go join it.